Hello friends, welcome to my channel, a channel for learning simple coding. If you find this video to be helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. In this video, we are going to learn very interesting concept how to create a web page in Rust programming language by using Actix Web Library. So let's move to the VS Code. In this VS Code, I am going to create a new project. So I say cargo new and I say my web server like this. Press enter, go to this my web server CLS and open here the main file, this file. Remember that here we are going to create a web server. For creating a web server, we need to open this Actix website, and here we have getting started and they are explaining the way to run your first web server in Rust programming language. So for that, I tell you one by one what is the process. So project we have created, now we have to add the dependency. So I need to add dependency. I say cargo add Actix web like this. Press enter and you see that library is going to add. We have added this library and go to toml file and you see that we have 4.5.1 latest library installed. One thing is done. Now you see that we have to import these whole library from Actix Web Server. We have to create these functions and then we have to create the server like this. So we just modify one by one. So I import first. So I say use Actix web, and from this I need web, I need app, I need HTTP response, I need HTTP server, I need responder like this. These library I required. Remember, web, app, HTTP response, HTTP server, responder, these I required first time. I will add more later on. Now I need to convert this main function according to the requirement. So I say here like this and I say Actix Web Server main. Remember that, and you can see the formatting here. You see Actix web then main. We have to convert this, and this function should be async and should return a result. So for that I say this function should be async function and this should return a result like this, and inside this I need to pass like that. So this is the result and I can say result to stdio like this. This result we want to display or return from this function. Now I need HTTP server, so I say HTTP server new, and this is the function that I need, and in this function I need to bind the IP address. So I say this IP address should be 127.0.1 localhost and port number 3000 I am going to do. Then I say run function and then I say await. So that we need to do. You can see this, we have HTTP server and we have this bind here, then we have run, then we have await. After bind we have to put question mark also, because if some error is there then it will display error in the form of result here. Now under this new function we should use closure. So this closure is like this, we have to use closure format. Under a closure we need app, and under this we need to create a new service like this. Remember that this is the app that we have to return here, and this is the app, we are creating a new one, and from this app we have to add the services and routes. So for first time I am creating here the route. So I say route like this, and in this route first of all I say root, and I pass the function. Then function should be like web get, then I say underscore 2 like this. I think we have this get then 2 and then function name. So we have to do get function then 2 and then we have to pass a function name. So I say home, function name is home, that I am going to pass from here. Remember that like this we have to pass the route you want to tell. Now for this I need to create a function. So I create here function. I say async fn, I say home. This function we need to create, and under this function, like this, this is the function which we have, this one, home, and we have to return here responder, and we have to return a HTTP response body. So here return type is IMPL responder, like this, and here I say HTTP response dot OK, then I say body, and under this I say welcome to my first web page. You see, like this, and we can return it, no problem. So we have done this one, and this function we have passed here, same we have done, this function we have passed here, we have created our server. You see, welcome to my first web server. Now try to execute this. I say cargo. One more thing we have to put, we have to display user that we are running this application on a particular port. So I display here that println, like this. I display here web server starting on port 127.0.130, like this, port 127, localhost. So web server is starting on port this, like this, we are displaying information. Now I say cargo run. You will see that it will execute. So one more semicolon I have put extra, that's why it's showing error. Once again I try to execute cargo run, and one more thing what we have. Okay, here I need this one. Okay, then body. Once again I try to execute it. It is running now. You see, it's saying that it is running on 3000 port. So go to web server, and here I pass localhost 3000, and you see, welcome to my first web page. Remember that we are able to execute our web server in Rust programming language. You see that it is coming in black screen because by default theme of my browser is black. But if you want to go into white, just put here the HTML tag, because we can use HTML tag also here. So I say here h1, so I'm using HTML now. So once again close it and try to compile once again, and you will see that, you see, once again if I refresh it, it will display information in h1 tag. You see, that means HTML tag is also working inside this. So inside a body you can put the complete HTML code, and you will be able to execute your HTML tag inside this web server. Remember that. So this is only for passing a function, it's normal function. But if you want to create your service, like I say async, I say function, and I say get, I say info, like this server I want, then I say IMPL responder. So I'm going to create a RESTful service here. So for that I have to put here like this, and here I say get, and under this I need to pass, I say /info. If I say /info, then it will display this function as a service, and here I say HTTP response OK, then body, and I say created by Dr. Vipin Classes, like this. You see, done. This is a service. On the request of this URL /info, it will respond, and that is IMPL, not IMPO, IMPL. And once again, if you want to pass service, just say service here, like this, and here you need to pass this. So that is get underscore info is a service that I am going to pass here, and I just close it once again and try to run once again, and we have some problems. Then async get info, IMPL responder, then HTTP OK. This is the function OK dot body. Then this is a mistake. Once again I try to run it, and What is this? Okay, problem is that I have not import here get package, that I need to import it like this. That is the error. So I need to import this get, then I think it will run, no problem. Yeah, now it is running. You see, now pot is running, and I got this. I refresh once again, and if I say /info, you will see it will say created by Dr. Vipin Classes, and I say this created, and I also display this under h2 tag. So I say this h2/h2, and once again I close it and execute it. So I refresh it, and you will see that, and this is h2 is not running this time. This h2 this time is not executing in form of get service. Remember that if I'm using get service, then this is not working. We have to remove it. Under the get, it is not working like this, but under this route it is working properly. Under the route, h1 tag and this tag are working, but under this as a service, because service always return information in JSON format, so that's why it is not converting this. Remember, it is not converting the HTML tag, so it is better to use without HTML. So once again I refresh it and I remove this h2 tag. So no need, because this is the get service, and get always return the data in JSON format, and that's why they are not parsing this HTML tag. Remember that. So route is working for this, but not this get service. So we are able to create our first web page in Rust programming language. In next video, I will explain how to parse a complete HTML file with CSS. Means how can you parse your web page, that I am going to tell you in next video. If you like this video, please help me to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video.